Hello everyone and welcome to an incredible game that was played in 1957 between Semyon, Furman and the legendary Boris Spassky. And before we get to the game, I would once again like to invite you guys to check out the ICC, the newly refurbished website that was founded in 1995 but now reborn in 2024, the Internet Chess Club. I've invited you to check it out when it first launched, and now I'm asking you again. They've improved a lot of stuff, they've added a lot of stuff, everything is working faster and better, and now they are asking if you guys would be willing to do the same again. You know, just test it out, say what you don't like, say what you like, what would you like added, what do you want removed, what would you like maybe improved, and they will do their best to implement those suggestions. Now, regarding the website itself, it's a pretty standard stuff. You can play some chess, you can challenge the bots. I don't know how interesting it is in 2024 to play against the bots. I remember 15-20 years ago in the old Chess Master series, it was really cool to play against bots. You could challenge very strong bots, but that had like really weird personalities that would play really strong but then like make a serious blunder at one point in the game. If you found that, then you could beat it, otherwise you just get crushed. Then you had well-rounded bots that would be just not as strong throughout the entire game, but they didn't have any weird moments in the game. So it's pretty similar, I believe, to what they've tried to do here. Also, they have bots that you could play from different positions. Like you have the Oscar Beginner, the Nikki Novice, that I guess has different playing styles. You have the weird positions that you have to improvise to get the hang of it. You have very weird positions. You have positions like these that are already sort of all the pieces are in the open and you can start playing. So it's a different approach. And of course you have the bullet specialist, the Altus veteran, and the stockfish. This is just a general stockfish that you can play at any format with any color, and as you can see, improve the strength from 500 to 3500. So it's a pretty standard idea, but yeah, they've obviously used an animal theme for the moment for their bots. I will have to ask them to add Meadow at some point. But yeah, like I said, you could play against other people, you could play against bots, you could watch other people play live games, you can do the analysis, which I'm gonna do very quickly now, as there is that one game that I really wanted to show you. And since I'm already asking you guys to try it out, to suggest something, you can use the comments on my channel, and then they will add everything and anything that they feel was improved in good spirit. You can solve puzzles, you have like the daily puzzle, you have the leaderboard also. If you're very good at a certain at a certain time format, you can achieve your name on the leaderboard. It's not going to be easy, even though, okay, the ratings aren't that high like on other websites, but I mean, these are already grandmasters. You can see that in Bullet, Andrew Tang is only number 3, but I mean, of course, you guys know how strong he is. So it's not going to be easy, but I'm guessing it would be easier than on other websites. You have a collection of videos that you can use to learn chess. Also, maybe check that out and maybe suggest something that you would like to see here or improved. You have the news section, the shop section, and the membership section. And in the news, I'm pretty sure they're very diligent for now. We'll see if they will continue doing so. You have like the news for the upcoming World Chess Championship match between Ding and Gukesh. A lot of interesting articles here about players, about a lot of stuff actually, like what's the best age to teach chess to children, Judith Polgard, the Queen of Budapest, introducing our content creators, and so on and so on. So okay, also something to check out. You can create a profile, and it's pretty standard stuff. Like I said, we've already done this. I just want you guys to suggest something that they can improve, that you would like to see, special things like that you don't have a chance of seeing on other websites. So maybe if they can implement it here, maybe it's gonna be really awesome. And yeah, let's check out what I've prepared for you guys. You also have the analysis tab. There you have it. Let's analyze the game. Let's remove this so you can see the board properly. And yeah, like I said, Semyon Furman with white versus Boris Spassky, the 1957 USSR championship in Moscow. So let's check it out. Semyon Furman with white opens with knight to f3. So it starts off with a reti, then it transposes into the hyper-accelerated dragon, then into the accelerated dragon, and then into, well, it's a very short game, so it transposes into, you know, a game being done. So knight f3, we have pawn to c5, the so-called Sicilian invitation, pawn to c4, g6, and pawn to e4. We have bishop to g7 and pawn to d4. Captures, captures, and knight to c6. We have bishop to e3, and now pawn to h6 by Spassky. Not h6 here, knight to h6 was actually played, sorry about that. We have knight to c3, castles kingside, and bishop to e2. So okay, pretty standard position, and as the knight is on h6, you know that Spassky is preparing that pawn to be marched to f5. So pawn to f5, e captures, we have bishop captures on d4, bishop captures, knight captures on f5, and now bishop to c5. So okay, you keep the bishop pair, and it looks like white is doing okay here. So, but you know, okay, it's Boris Spassky, so of course you also are considering that black should also be okay. And for those of you who are maybe not, you know, well established with the years of chess, in 1957, that was 15 years ago, for example, before Boris Spassky played Bobby Fischer for the title. But he was still, even in 1957, he was an incredible player. We have pawn to d6, of course, by far the best move, attacking the bishop, bishop back to a3, and now knight f to d4, really nicely controlling the board. That is a beautiful square for Spassky's knight. Castles kingside by Semyon, and now bishop to f5, now putting pressure on d3, on c2. So you have to really figure out what to do here. Rook to c1, controlling the c2 square, and queen to d7. So okay, we have knight to d5, a usual square for the knight against the Sicilian, and rook to f7. Spassky prepares to double up on the f-file. We have pawn to b3 and rook 8 to f8. We have bishop to b2, now grabbing hold of this long diagonal, and pawn to e5. We have pawn to b4, of course, always the best move, and bishop to e6. We have bishop to d3, and now bishop to g4, attacking the queen. And here is a very, very interesting move. Pawn to f3, sort of forcing Spassky to move the bishop, but Spassky doesn't do that. Good old Boris plays bishop captures on f3. And I know what you guys are thinking, probably, why wasn't this a pause the video moment? Well, I have something far better for the pause the video moment. That's the reason. G captures on f3, knight captures on f3 with check, king to h1, and now queen to h3, threatening queen captures on h2, checkmate. And what can you do here? Well, the only way to defend is queen to e2, and even then your position is probably lost. Maybe an engine saves it, but you know, anyone against Boris Spassky will just straight out lose this. But in the game, a rook to f2 was played, defending checkmate this way, but now the position is completely winning for Spassky, so feel free to pause the video and win the game for good old Boris while I give you a couple of seconds. So for those of you who were able to do it, congratulations on finding this tricky maneuver, and for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, it is queen captures on a... I'm only kidding. No, it's not that. It is knight to e1. This is what Boris played, and it was in this position on move 23 that Semyon Furman resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done here. So what is the idea behind knight to e1? Well, what do you play? And what is the threat? Well, there are many threats here. Rook captures on f2 being the most obvious one. So what happens if we just capture on f7? Well, if we capture on f7, then the rook no longer guards the g2 square, and now it's queen to g2. We just checkmate the white king. So obviously the rook has to remain on the second rank to defend. So can we just capture the knight? Queen captures on e1? Well, not really. Just rook captures on f2, and now, okay, queen g2 will be checkmate, and queen captures on h2 will be checkmate. And if queen to g1, then just queen to f3, and that's again checkmate. So there is nothing that you can even try here, and after knight to e1, Furman resigned the game, like I said, as there is nothing more to be done here. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful game. I'm very happy to show it to you guys, and yeah, I think this is the first time I've shown a game on ICC. So hope you enjoyed that as well. Also, if maybe you would like to see something added or removed, or maybe just even possible during the analysis stage, when you guys are analyzing your own games. Also, use hashtag suggestion, and we will also look into that. But yeah, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Try everything out, and whatever you would like better, just comment on this video. We'll do our best that it gets implemented. So yeah, that's the game and the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would like to thank Robert Kiefer, Jeffrey Johnson, Yusuf Evelyn, Dan McCormick, and David Gasparian for your contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day.